Welcome to the Game Changer 00100 show. I'm your host, Game Changer. And today I am going to ask the question that the young lady, or, relatively young lady on Kevin Samuel's show should have asked Christelyn Karazin. Can I get the hookup? So Christelyn Karazin had the bright idea of bringing on her millionaire married friend, who's also a YouTube blogger, and her millionaire married friend, who's a relationship coach as well, to show women what a real high value man is. This is a real high value man, and this real high value man thinks that this woman is beautiful. And if he wasn't married, he would just rip her clothes off and bump foreheads together. They would just bump their foreheads together like rams, hoping that that's how babies are made. That's what he would do if he weren't married to a younger, uninhibited Asian woman with, I believe, a degree from Stanford. If he wasn't with her, he would be with this dog grooming woman. Have you ever had somebody who did that? Like real talk, honestly speaking, you ever have anybody who bragged about their connections? And then when you need said connections, it's like, hey, could you hook a brother up? Then they're like, oh yeah, well, yeah, kind of like those blacks, right? That would be in the upper middle class, but when they're speaking to the middle class or the lower middle class or just the downright poorer blacks in their family, they're always upselling themselves. I appreciate you, Counselor Murray. They're always upselling themselves. For example, oh yeah, I just went golfing with such and such lawyer. I have about 8 friends that's lawyers and stuff like that, and I have about 4 friends that are judges and blah 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 blah. So I could get you what you need. Don't worry about that. If you ever get into a bind, just call me. Just call me and everything will be copacetic because, I got it like that. I am connected. I am the shit. So they talking and talking and talking and talking and talking and talking, right? And then, oh no, this isn't humble. This isn't humble. They just bragging, right? And then you call them up. Be like, hey, my little cousin is in jail, some trumped up charges. Could you talk to some of your lawyer people? Oh yeah, because I got it like that. I'll just call him because I got it on speed dial, and it ain't a thing. It ain't a thing. I just call him like that, and they'll be over there like that, and they'll get him bail and all that stuff, and just yeah, I got it like that. I got it like that. Don't worry about it. I am the shit. And they never hit you up. The lawyer never comes through. It's like, wait a minute, but yeah, I know. And then they just kind of ghost you for a bit, hope you forget by the next family reunion that you just let somebody stay in jail with all your bragging and stuff, It's kind of that situation. Why do I bring that up? Why did I bring that scenario up? That is what happened to the chick on Kevin Samuel's page. And it really happened to each and every single woman who supports Christelyn Karazin. And we're talking about thousands. Thousands. What do I mean? So on one hand, she has a just palms of single millionaire guys that think that the woman on Kevin's video is beautiful. She's beautiful. This is a beautiful woman. She's beautiful. You have all these guys, these high value guys that think she's beautiful. Hook a sister up. Please hook her up. I want you to take your millionaire friends, introduce them to the dog groomer, and hook them up. I want you to take them there and say, yes, this is a guy. He has a penis. This is a woman. You have a vagina. She's beautiful. Beautiful. And hook them up. And then I want you to take your YouTube camera to the wedding. And then I want you to say, take that, Kevin Samuels. That's what I want you to do. You're supposed to be the plug. You're supposed to be the plug. You should not have any single high value friends. Not a one. You should not have one single high value male friend. Not a freaking one. If you was my sister, I would give you an open-handed smack in the face. You should not have one. Not a one. Why? Because you have so many high value millionaire single men of all races that just loves these women and think that they're beautiful. Right? How come you're not hooking them up? How come none of your extremely wealthy friends say, hey, why don't you hook me up with one of your subscribers? How come they're not saying that? You're telling me that they would rather go home with I know some people use Jergens, I use spit, but they would rather just go home with the Jergens. You're telling me that out of your 6-figure subscriber base, you still have single millionaire friends? Are you kidding me? Of all races. Are you kidding me? You have all of these empty vaginas just waiting for an opportunity to swirl and stick it to the BMs. And you have not hooked one of them up with anybody in your so successful, so successful, so successful circle? Are you kidding me? None of your readers, none of your subscribers, none of your watchers, none of your pink pill chicks, none of the chicks that go to you on these retreats, not a one. You have not hooked up one chick with one of your successful, so successful men. Not one. Why is that? Why is that? That's like having a sister that says, oh, you're so handsome. Really? Could you hook me up with your homegirls? Well, you see, the thing about that is, she's kind of into a different type of guy. She's into insert excuse here. But I'm not even going to ask anymore that in your career that spans over, a decade in doing this, how come you still have single millionaire friends and you haven't hooked them up with one of your peoples? I'm going to ignore that for a second, just for a second. And I'm just going to ask you to hook one up. Just fill one vagina with a high value penis. Just humiliate everybody who gave her shade. Start with Kevin and then humiliate everybody who gave her shade. Just hook her up with one high value penis. Just one. Because you got those millionaires. I got black millionaires. I got white millionaires. I got hairy millionaires. I got shaved millionaires. I got beard millionaires. I got goatee billionaires. I got tall billionaires. I got short billionaires. I got old billionaires. I got I got young billionaires. I got basketball billionaires. I got baseball billionaires. I got just on and on. Hook her up, please. Please hook her up. Go to one of your high value friends with her picture. You need one? You need a picture of her? Here, I'll get you a picture of her. Hold on one moment. I will get you a picture of her that you can use to hook a sister up. Because that's what guys do. As much as you say it's other stuff, as much as you say it is other stuff, men look at looks. So when you say to your millionaire friends, in your huge circle of single millionaire best friends, one of the first thing or the first thing they're going to ask is, what does she look like? And you're going to show a picture of her looking her best, looking her best, her best. You are going to show that picture of her. And then he's going to say, oh, well, you see, well, I was looking for somebody. What? Is she too dark for you? No, it's not a matter of darkness. I was just looking for somebody hotter. See, there's no polite way to say that, which will lead her back to the same conclusion that she came with KS. Hook a sister up. Now, didn't want to get into this. I didn't want to get into this. I didn't, but I had to. I just had to. I needed to. I have to do this. I have the proof. I have the proof. Shout out to Marco Grande for giving me 4,000 of something. I don't know what it is, but it is a lot of it. Thanks for the cops. I appreciate the cops. I want everybody to send me super chats in foreign currency. So that way it looks like it's more, and I want a lot of it. I want to tell people that I am a millionaire. I got millions of cops. Millions of them. He says, I hope Puto talk is kept at a minimum. This is boring. I don't know. Is what it is. All right, let's see. Oh, more cops. All right, let's see. All right. Where's the millionaire poppy matchmaker when needed? Exactly. Exactly. I mean, surely you would think that, she would have a hookup line. Like all your millionaire friends should be like, oh, my extremely beautiful girlfriend just left me. And then they just called Karazin, and then she just hooks them up. She just hooks them up with the thousands of single women who are on there. Why don't you just tell some of your white guys that, hey, I have thousands of single Black women that you can pick from. Here are their pictures. And then he just scrolls through and scrolls through and scrolls through, because he's scrolling through thousands, and scrolls through and scrolls through and scrolls through and scrolls through. Oh, Lord. Oh, Lord. All right. I am going to have mercy. I'm going to have mercy. Now you're wondering, why is Christelyn Karazin so defensive? Why is she so defensive? Because wasn't she cool with KS not too long ago? Wasn't she calling his line on some best friend? Let me tell you about my best friend. He's suited and booted and kinda cuted. His name is Kevin. Like, wasn't she his best friend not too long ago? But then all of a sudden, when he did this, she got upset. She got like a little overly upset. She was a little perturbed. She came to the defense of this woman just like out of nowhere. Now, you may say, why did she defend somebody who wasn't in her camp? But what if she was in her camp? And what if, just by some strange circumstances, Game Changer 00100 had the proof that she was in her camp? What if that was the case? What if this handsome fellow by the name of Game Changer 0100100 had the proof that this chick was taking advice from Christelyn Karazin? I appreciate you, Soul Provider Speaks. Yes, please, please help me beat the band with the hand. Please hit the like button. Trying to get out this band I'm in. Help me beat the band with the hand. All right, so what if I have proof that she has been taking Christelyn Karazin's advice for years and it haven't worked? She's been taking it for years and it haven't worked. Now, I'm waiting for the commercial to end. I am waiting for the commercial to end, and then I will show you all the proof. All right, one moment. All right. Hit that like button. Share screen. Hit that like button. This is 3 years ago. And here we go. Oh, wait, let me speed it up a little bit because I can only listen to her for so long. Okay, 125 is good. All right.
Beyond black and white. Okay, so you guys have always asked me, what can I do to attract high value men? I wish.
Stop right there. Stop right there. For one, they're admitting that they don't know what the F they're doing to attract a high value man. These women who, this was 3 years ago, these women who were asking her this have gotten jaded and now they're asking Kevin. Because it does make more sense to ask a high value man, how do you attract a high value man? Or ask a woman who's attracted one. But let's continue, shall we?
I knew what I knew now because I fumbled through my entire dating life without knowing these simple tips. This is the stuff that I've learned along the way through dating coaches like Matthew Hussey and other people like Jordan Harbinger, the co-founder of Art of Charm. Also reading a ton of relationships.
By the way, she just quoted that guy that she interviewed.
Books that over the years that I've reported on. Here's a list of 7 things that you can employ in your daily life to attract high value men. And the best part of it is, by you implementing these things, you repel the losers. So let's get right into it. Wait.
Tip number 1 to attracting a high value man: do not call other men losers. Because most high value men were, by your definition, losers until they became high value men. Just hearing that is going to repulse a man of value. But let's continue.
if you like what you see, if you like what you hear, you're already here. You've been here for this amount of time. Go ahead and click that subscribe button. First things first, you got to start here. You got to start in your head. You have to know that you are a quality person deserving a high value person.
Okay, I'm going to stop right there for a second. The proof is going to come in a little bit, but I'm going to stop right there for a second. You really shouldn't do that, ladies. To just start off by saying I'm a high value person because I think I am, then it will completely zap your desire to improve, your need to improve. Like if you already are deserving of a high value person as you stand, then why are you listening to this woman trying to figure out how to get one?
So you got to get rid of those negative thoughts. You have to think in terms of how can I attract a positive person who is going to be a good compliment to me. It all starts in your head. Take a few minutes every day doing.
And that's what she looks like without all the crap. And this was 3 years ago. Things have not gotten better. I paused it here by mistake. You know, but dang, I forgot what I was going to say. Hold on, let me get that last part.
Starts in your head. Take a few minutes every day doing some meditation, some deep breathing exercises, thinking positive thoughts, and making sure that you are bringing positive energy into yourself, breathing in positive.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that the chick who called KS actually was breathing in positive stuff, as well as dog shampoo fumes. She was breathing in positive stuff for years. And, you know,
energy and exhaling the negative. It really does change your outlook on life. Sometimes it's a little bit more complicated, and we have to work with people who can help us go through and get through our challenges. So if that's you, don't be afraid to seek help because you want to make sure you've got your mind.
Okay, seek help. Seek psychological help, just like somebody suggested for her, but go for it.
Right, so you can be ready for that special person. The second thing is exercise. Exercise is an amazing way to attract high value men. Why? Because men like women.
Exercise. Now, notice how the woman pointed out her body, but my body isn't average, though. My body isn't average. So she took her advice. My body isn't average. Okay, let's continue.
Women who are fit. That's just the bottom line. They like looking at
I paused it here so y'all can see what I'm seeing. Yeah. Yeah. Hey, y'all wonder, like, would this make a cow's 4 stomachs turn? Or like, do it turn based on levels? Like, you know, like how many cow stomachs would this turn? Yeah, you see, without all the lights, camera, action, and the makeup and everything like that, this is what's left. This is what her husband wakes up to in the morning.
Curvy body. You don't have to be skinny and stick thin, but they like for you to be fit. A byproduct of that is that working out.
I'm eating a turkey pot pie, but I'm also pausing for effect. I'm pausing for effect. I want people to see this. This was 3 years ago.
Out daily reduces anxiety, lowers your blood pressure, and as you.
Now, I know most fellas here go to the gym. When y'all see the white women work out, is it something like this? Are they holding like the 5-pound weights and doing some crap? that's not actually working out. It's more akin to stretching. You know, when they do this, she's suggesting that they do the no sweat cardio. Like, yeah. I want to burn some calories, but I don't want to sweat because, my hair. Like, what is that? What are you doing?
Anxiety lowers your blood pressure.
What is that?
And
fellas, press 1 if you can. If you can keep up with a white woman on the treadmill. And I'll start you off. I can't. I don't even try. I can outlift them. I'm not going to even try to out treadmill them. I'm not even going to try to out treadmill them. But press 1 if you can. But this is her workout routine, and that's her body. Okay, y'all some next level dudes then.
As you shed the pounds and you start getting that body, you get more confident, and that confidence translates.
So she's talking about body. I'm telling you, the girl that Kevin was talking to listened to this video and took this advice. Tips on how to attract a high value man and repel the losers. Just the fact that she calling guys losers means that she listened and learned from this video. I want to attract high value men and repel losers. I want to attract high value men and repel losers. I've been attracting losers my whole life, Kevin. I've been attracting all these losers. They're losers. Everything this girl said is in this video. Listen more. Listen more.
Into an energy that's attractive to the opposite sex. Next thing, be intellectually curious. Read books. Read the paper. Find out about current events. Always work to expand and challenge yourself. Understand that all that you know and what you will never know could never fit into a book. There is always something new to learn. And the more that you learn, the more your mind expands.
Now, remember when she was saying, I'm improving.
The more interesting you become, and the more knowledge you have, the less attractive you look to losers, and more attractive you look to high value men. The next thing is make sure that you got your makeup and skincare together and fashion all of it.
Now, remember the chick said, I am a 5 without makeup. I'm a 6 with makeup. And here's Christelyn Karazin's tip. Here's her tip. Make sure you have your makeup together. This chick took Christelyn Karazin's advice. The body, the makeup, and intellectually improving.
That stuff matters. These men look at the details. One quick tip, have a signature fragrance. I have a fragrance that I love called Rissia, and it is.
Now, this is very interesting. This point right here is very interesting. She is selling this fragrance. This was a shameless, plug or whatever, advertisement. Kevin Samuels sell fragrances. Christelyn Karazin is telling women that this fragrance would help. Or just to up their fragrance game. And even though Kevin Samuels is in that business, he's not going to lie to them and say that it's going to help like she is.
Wonderful, expensive perfume for the win. Do not go to your local drugstore getting something frou vanilla fruity. No, go for the big dollars because that is the fragrance.
Go for the big dollars. This is spectacular. This is spectacular.
It's going to work with your own body chemistry, and it's subtle and beautiful. So take the time to find out the perfume that's right for you and use that as your signature brand fragrance. And when you're not around, he will smell you and think of you and all of those wonderful thoughts that go along with it. Make sure you understand etiquette. Do you know how to be at a full course meal and which utensils to use without breaking a sweat? Do you know how to write a thank you card? Do you know how to introduce a person at a cocktail party? Do you know how to gracefully dismiss yourself and mingle and mix in a setting, either as a cocktail party or a work event? All of those things are very important. Etiquette is the secret language the higher classes use to recognize each other. It will be to your benefit, both romantically and career-wise, if you learn those tips and tricks. I'm sorry. It's okay. I didn't think it's okay.
Why is it always 4 chibs? Waiting to exhale, living single, set it off. Why is it always 4 chicks? It is always 4 chicks, each of whom, in this case, is carefully concealing their ring finger. These women are carefully concealing their ring finger. This one just came back from a seminar. This one right here. She has like a badge on from somewhere. This is a seminar on how to suck white penis. Penis. Look at this one. Nettie. Silly. See, they're all trying real hard to conceal their ring finger. Because I want to know how come she's not hooking these chicks up with the, millionaires, all of the millionaires in our circle. That's deliberate. That's deliberate. That's not an accident. That's not an accident. You think that she's going to put a more attractive woman up there? These looks like the bridesmaid at a hood wedding. Tip number 6. Don't look like this. If you want to attract a high value man, don't look like this. But I mean, could you show me these ladies high value men? Hook them up. You got all the millionaires in your circle. All these millionaires in your circle. Hook them up. 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 And I'm pretty sure all these chicks have taken your advice, right? I mean, look at this one. She obviously took your workout advice. And they all are sitting there with their signature fragrance. They're sitting there with their signature fragrance. Oh, I'm going to go to hell. All right. So here.
Please. All right, guys. So one tip that is really, really important is to surround yourself with positive friends. If you're the most accomplished person in your...
Surround yourself with positive friends. Positive for what disease? Like, are they body positive? Okay.
It's time to get a bigger group and a better group. Are you surrounding yourself with people who challenge?
Look at them. They are deliberately hiding their ring fingers. This is deliberate. Hit the like button. This is deliberate. They are deliberately hiding their ring fingers. Because I looked at it. I was trying to get a frame. I wanted to see if they, so I could reiterate my hook them up with a millionaire thing, but they are deliberately hiding it. And look at this. Look at how Afrocentric this chick is, because she's Afrocentric. This is an Afrocentric sister, queen, mother, goddess. She's so Afrocentric. She's a Afrocentric queen, goddess, mother. She's the Afrocentric queen, goddess, mother. Who promotes swirling? So, fellas, when you look at some of these chicks and you see, like, ooh, look at this Afrocentric queen, goddess, mother, and she's changing some white guy's tire, and you feel the need to help this Afrocentric queen, goddess, mother, you want to look out for the Afrocentric queen, goddess, mother. Look at her hair. It's so Afrocentric queen, goddess, mother. Look at her skin. She's such an Afrocentric queen, goddess, mother. Look at her knitted sweater. She's such a Afrocentric queen, goddess, mother. She's just so Afrocentric. She's just so Afrocentric. She is my queen, goddess, mother. When you see a woman like this, you would think she would never promote swirling. A woman so Afrocentric would never promote swirling because she's so Afrocentric. And I am going to get with this queen because she believes in loyalty, like I believe in loyalty, because we must make the next generation loyalty. She understands that because she is the Afrocentric queen, goddess, mother. Look at my necklace. It's so Afrocentric. It is in the shape of Africa, because every group of people walk around with the shape of the continent that their ancestors descended from around their neck, because that's Afrocentric. Just like the Europeans have like the chain with Europe on it, and a bunch of loose islands falling off the edges of it, because they so Eurocentric, but she is Afrocentric. And when she swirls, she is going to like get a necklace with Europe right next to that one. Oh, this is a trip. Okay.
And who are positive and are where you want to be.
Look at her earrings. This one, too, is so Afrocentric. Look at the bonnet. It's Afrocentric. And I don't know about this one.
Are they smiling? Are they happy? Are they rooting for you? Are you guys rooting for me? Like, I root for you? Exactly.
Yeah, of course. Y'all see this? She is raising her left. None of these chicks, they're deliberately hiding their left hand. This is on purpose. They are deliberately hiding. Yes. Do you support me? Yes. Is the Afrocentric queen supporting swirlers? Yes.
That is how you attract high-value men, because they see that you're popular.
Hey, ask these women how to attract high-value men. Now, I'm going to go to one of Marco's video and then, or in fact, Marco, if you have somebody there who attracted a high-value man, please bring them on. And we'll just see what's their technique versus these girls. Oh!
And your friends are positive too. They want to know, what is that about that girl that I want to know better? Ladies, here's a little tip for you that you probably have never heard.
Look at her shape. She's going to say, here's a tip for you that you probably never heard. Listen closely.
You know, all of the hobbies that you can pick from, pick a few that show your nurturing side. For me, I love gardening. So I am out there that show your nurturing side. Here's a little tip for you that you probably have never heard. You know, all of the hobbies that you can pick from, pick a few that show your nurturing side. For me, I love gardening. So I am out there sowing seeds, caring for my garden.
There you have it, gardening. Now, you remember when Kevin Samuels asked, what do you have to offer a high value man? And she said, I plant. I plant. Where do you think she had the idea for planting from? She watched this video. She watched this video and took all the advice. I plant. I can plant. She watched. That's why Christelyn Karazin was so upset about this, because this is one of her people. She took all of her advice right down to the garden, and it didn't work. I plant. Don't you know that I plant? Christelyn Karazin told me that if I plant, I'll get a high value man. I plant. Look at me chop cucumbers. I plant them. And then to which Kevin Samuels replied, most people just go to the grocery store. But I planted them. I planted them. Christelyn Karazin told me. She told me I planted. I planted peanuts. I planted squash. I planted nanners. I planted peaches. I planted. Captain Planet don't have nothing on me. I planted. What do you have to offer a high value man? Well, would you like to see me chop some cucumbers? I think high value men want cucumbers that I planted.
Garden, cultivating and seeing something start from a very small thing into being something that is fruitful.
Show your nurturing side by planting. And she tried to just show her nurturing side to Kevin. I plant my garden. Oh, God, this is brutal. This is brutal. This is a huge, yeah, she's seen this video. Everything that girl was trying to sell, everything that girl was trying to upsell, she got from this video. Right down to the plants. Surround yourself with uglier ones to look better. Exactly.
Under my care. But there's other ways of showing your nurturing side. That's through volunteering, that you care about other people besides yourself, that you are interested in cooking and creating a...
Why would she show this picture? Well, why would she show like more attractive non-Black women than her group of friends? Just saying.
A house full of traditions and love and laughter and food. These are all things that men are...
A house full of traditions and love and laughter and food.
Looking at when they're starting to get serious about whether they're...
Look at this chick. Look at her wig. Look at her lipstick. Look at her somewhat figure. Now, I want y'all to remember that that chick had almost the exact same wig, the exact same makeup pattern as this woman. She just don't look the exact same as this woman. She just don't. She copied everything from this video. She based her life on this video.
They wanted I take you home or not to meet Mama?
No, you don't get it, do you, Dane? Hold on. You don't get it, do you, Dane? I swear you don't get it. Okay, all right. Here's the thing. Here's what people don't get about a lot of these chicks. You remember how when you was a kid and you got something and you put that something on, whether it was a Superman cape or a He-Man sword and shield or something like that, or a Hulk Hogan Speedo thing or something, you got something and you felt like you were that thing. Like, I am this thing. I have a cape and therefore I am Superman, because Superman is a pretty ghetto boy from East Oakland. That is what Superman is. They put on a wig and they think that she's her. She puts that wig on and she thinks that she is this woman right here. I'm telling you, she's seen this video and copied it exactly. This was her Bible. So she put the wig on and thought that she looked like her. She put the wig on, and that's why she was like, do you see me? When he said, what do you offer a high value man? Do you see me? No, sweetie, do you see you? Because what happens is you put the wig on. You put the wig on, and then you look into the mirror. And the image on the mirror of yourself comes to your eyes. And that image goes through your optical nerve to your brain. And then in your brain, it gets translated to her. When you were looking in the mirror, you were seeing her. Just like a young man that looked in the mirror and seen Superman. Here, I can put the link out there.
They want to see what kind of hobbies you have. Make sure that in so doing, that when you put out your online dating profiles, you in some way communicate your nurturing hobbies. Trust me,
Online dating profiles, and this is the last nail in the coffin. Remember when Kevin was to say, how did you meet these low value men? And she said, I met them online. She took all of CK's advice. She took all of CK's advice. She took all of CK's advice, and she still didn't get the high value man. After taking all of CK's advice, you didn't get the high value man? Really? You went online, you got this wig here, you put on your best makeup. You planted a garden. I planted. You did the BS workout routine and then said, my body's not average. You took her advice to a T.
It's like catnip. And finally, there's so much more that I want to share with you. It's part of the mini book that I put together called Online Dating Glamorously. It's based on all of the questions and concerns that you got.
And you bought that mini book. You bought that mini book. You spent money. You probably got the perfume. You did everything, and I mean everything, to sell yourself to Kevin's penis.
given me throughout the years, what I think will make the difference so that you can stand out and win online. As you know, I am the brand ambassador for Interracial Dating Central. I've been for a few years, so I understand this a little bit. So make sure that you sign up.
What's going on, Game Changer?
Hey, what's up? Let me finish this video, man.
Absolutely.
All right. Actually, it's pretty much done. She's just going to advertise her crap. So, yeah, what's on your mind, brother?
No. Of recent, a lot of people have been reacting to, of course, the viral clip. And it seems like every time this woman is critiqued in the manosphere, most of her minions come out and just flat out invade the comments and tell us how great it's going on over there. There was a while back, right? Because I had no idea who she was when I was new to the manosphere. She called into Kevin's show. I think all of us remember that. And, she acted all nice. And he was nice to her too. But we know how that turned out. And then he broadcast that went over a lot of people's heads to reply to. I don't know if people remember that, but it was called "So You Want to Be White," and in the monologue, he just completely destroyed her with so much darts at this lady. Because at the time, I think Anna Bay from one of those white women had finessed her in her business. I don't understand how a woman who's married to a white man can constantly just try to invade black spaces. I don't understand how you're happily married and you're going to all these black men on YouTube and just, I don't know what the aim is. I don't understand it. And to be honest, I would go as far as to say that she actually is in control of that relationship. Or she wrote that her husband is a beta. Like, you understand what I'm saying? I think there's a level of mental illness going on here that can't be resolved. That's my opinion on this. I'm not saying this as a diss, but she definitely seems unhinged because the amount of posts she makes about black men is ridiculous. If you're married over there and you're happy, I mean, what's the problem?
Right. Well, I tell you the problem. So CK is what's called alpha widowed. And the thing is that her husband is not the alpha. And that is the kicker. You see, she's not alpha widowed by a white man. She's alpha widowed by her daughter, or by her daughter's father, excuse me. Her oldest daughter's father. That is who she is actually alpha widowed by. Her oldest daughter's father. And she's been on this revenge campaign ever since. Now, her husband is, from what I understand of her personality and his reaction to it, he's really just like a go along to get along person. And I meet a lot of fight guys like this.
I mean, do you think if he really was that, wouldn't he maybe endorse some of the things she's saying in the video? Just pop his head out, just show a visual. Because the amount of when she went on Jason Black's show, and I listened to this through Obsidian, and Jason Black outright just called her husband a cock. There was no, she didn't even try to offer a little bit of defense, like pushback, nothing. She just took it just laying down, and I'm like, it's a little weird. Like,
I feel him.
I would hate, right?
No. Here's the thing. Here's the thing about her husband. He don't want that crazy. She's obviously crazy as crap. And why do he want to be the focus of it? It's obvious that somebody else is the focus of it. So he kind of just like walks around like, oh, let her do crazy. Like he hears her in her room doing some crazy crap, and he's just like, "Oh, let me just walk the other way and let her do crazy."
Mm.
Like happy wife, happy life, and it's like, it's better that she does this crazy crap and I can keep half my stuff through not getting divorced than this, you know.
Yeah,
So
that's
he's
yeah,
just picking his
that's
battles,
yeah. Mm. That
you
makes
know.
sense. That makes
Yeah,
sense.
he's just
And I was
picking his
gonna
battles.
say, as an audience, I'm not talking about the ones who are naive now, because um, in the past she was very much pro swirl, right? It was pretty much about the white man. I mean, she had a whole video about why black women are more feminine and a lot of things. And now she's trying to rebrand herself as this black woman empowerment, divest. And I'm learning there's a difference between divesting and swirling. I don't know what's going on with these chicks, but this is what's going on. She's trying
But
to
no, she
shed
can't
the
rebrand.
skin of right. She's trying to rebrand. She's trying to shed this skin of all that nonsense she said in the past, and just trying to pass this motherly. Oh, I just really want the best for black women. Well, if you really did, you wouldn't be crying over there about what's going on here.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it doesn't make sense. And I'm gonna say this: if you have her mentality out there, if you're a woman in the clouds listening, and you really think that this is exactly what needs to happen, black men are trash, this, that, you're doing us a favor by looking for a white man to pick you up and bring you out of wherever, because
Yep.
no one needs to be near you. Let's
Right.
put it out
White
there.
guys could clean up after them instead of us.
Well, yeah, I mean, so a swirler is doing it for the optics, where an interracial dater is doing it for the man. It's okay if you're a young lady or even an older woman and you just find happiness in somebody of a different race. That's perfectly fine. But if you just go out and get somebody because of their race just so you could just one up it to the guys that you thought were losers anyway, then you really just shot yourself in the foot to no gain. Like, it's not really many dudes that are jealous like that. At least none that you wanted. Now, want to show something right quick. This is another one. All right, here we go.
Your videos on the white guy who only wanted slender but darker women, and the other where white or maybe non-black men who desired young black women. Both were very well put together and informative. I too seem to have a preference for the same type of slender yet darker black woman. If the woman is too curvy, that is not what I want. Christelyn, you are very hot.
So basically, this is a Latin guy saying that he wants black chicks, he just don't want fat ones. He called Christelyn Karazin hot. Now, let's see her response. Let's see the advice that she gives this guy.
In my eyes, and would be a woman I would put on my wish list. By the way, I am 52 and not white, but Mexican.
I am 52. He's 52.
Gosh. Not even in his 30s.
He is 52. Now remember, Kevin is 51. And all these chicks are saying that, oh, well, these chicks aren't checking for, younger men or whatever,
With lighter skin and grew up in a mostly white area with very few minorities, so white girls were all around. I did date a few black women in the 90s between relationships.
He dated a few black girls in the 90s. Like in 10 years of dating, it was a few of them were black.
Have good chemistry with one of them,
and he had good chemistry with one.
She's trying to make it sound as great as possible.
Well, she's trying to make it seem, this is his letter, but she's trying to make it seem like these guys are just chasing and checking for him.
And no, they don't even dap each other. Oh, like, oh, you dated a black woman. Oh my gosh, salute to you. No, they're like, whatever.
All right.
Surprised she was the darker woman. I remember that there was an initial bond with these black women because we were both non-white and understood the challenges of that situation where white people did not always seem to understand.
There was an initial bond with us because we were both non-white. So he's upselling the non-white bond, which is very strange, but he's upselling the non-white bond, and she's trying to bond these girls to white guys as well. Just saying.
That is not to say that some white people did not have it worse than us, just something that we could relate to. I noticed that some of the white women, especially many of the hotter ones, did not approve of this. I found it entertaining because
he noticed that the white women didn't approve of him being with the black chick. Now, I'm gonna point something out to you, fellas. Most white women, especially the attractive ones, don't give a shit. They just
black
don't.
women are not a threat to them at all. If anything, they're confident they could steal the man from the black woman.
Exactly. However, it is the fantasy of women to make them jealous because they're jealous and they want to, they want to reciprocate their feelings on them. They want to push their feelings onto them. So he's selling that, but really, and pay close attention, guys. Pay close attention. His strategy, and this is what he's used in the 90s, is to get with the black chick, hoping to make the white chick jealous, and then get with the white chick. That's why he called them hot.
Yeah, his preference is clearly the white chicks.
Yeah. Like he said, I've dated black chicks, but notice he didn't say hot when he said black chicks.
But she didn't pay attention to that.
No, of course not, because he's not black.
They were the types that would not want to be known to be associating with a Mexican guy because of the social circle they linked to. I like women of all races, though. You would be very high on my libido meter, though.
He's basically saying, I would F you.
Wait, yeah, because I was like, did he just say libido? So, okay, she's taking I would fuck you as validation, but when black men say that, it's like, no, that's not validation, you're sexualizing us.
Oh, she's gonna touch on that. Trust me. In a very interesting way. But, before we do that, Captain Cisco, game changer, Karazin needs a good spanking. I'm pretty sure she might be doing some role playing with her husband. Some Sally Hemings role playing.
Sure of that.
I don't know.
In reply to the older guys liking younger black women, I have noticed that many of the black women who I have talked to and not dated seem to be annoyed that men look at them as sex objects.
They're annoyed that men looks at me as a sex object. Oh shit, the music's on. Twerk, 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 twerk.
They're the first ones front and center to twerk when they hear that music.
Don't look at me as a sex object. I just got back from the Amber Rose slut walk, and I am not a slut.
I find this amusing because most white women seem to enjoy the attention and know how to play it out. All younger women get more attention. Black women just need
to. So basically, he's saying that they're sexually reserved. Black women are sexually reserved to him. And he's saying that white women do it with hopes that black women follow suit. It's an obvious tactic. And let's see how it goes.
To give these non-black men a chance and stop making excuses to avoid them because they think they may be rejected later. Nothing ventured, nothing gained. Okay, so thank you, Arrowhead, for your compliment. That was very sweet of you. Okay, so I want to talk really briefly about what he said about white women being able to capitalize off of being sexy and desirable and embracing that to get the attention of the type of men that they want. And I want to just say this, that for a lot of black women, we're resistant for a couple of.
Now, he didn't really say sexy and desirable. He was more like sexual. They're more sexual, meaning that he's basically calling black women prudes.
Reasons. One, because we have it sort of ingrained in us that if anybody outside of the black community that was interested in us, it is for some nefarious reason. They just want us only for sex, and that we were only seen as a vessel to be used. And
She just contradicted herself. She just said that other black women complain that they're seen as sexual objects. So,
well, just to be clear, though, each and every single woman is a vessel to be used by me. Like, what else are you? What else are you? If not a vessel, to serve me both sexually and domestically, then what else are you?
Yeah, why would a man date you if he didn't want to have sex with you? Like, come on, it's common sense. Of course he wants to have sex with
Didn't
you.
want you to make him a sandwich. Like, why? Okay.
So when you have that sort of programming in your mind from when you're just a little girl, it's very difficult to then exploit your sexuality in the relationship.
I want y'all to hear this. She just told black women to exploit themselves.
She doesn't give a fuck about black women. She just wants them to date these guys to stick it to black men. That's all it is.
Exactly. She basically just said, black women, I want you to exploit yourself. I want you to go out and exploit yourself sexually. You know that guard that you have up that other groups of men may be using you sexually? I want you to put that guard down. I want you to feel comfortable exploiting yourself. Exploit. Rigorously. Exploit. Hold on. I want to hear her say exploit again.
Exploit.
Yeah, 2 more times.
Exploit. Your sex.
I thought you were going to put the final one in slow motion, GC.
1 more time. Ooh, slow motion. Yeah, because I want to make this a good one. I want everybody to think about this every time they think about the word swirl. I want y'all to think. I want y'all to hear this in slow motion.
Exploit. Your sexuality.
He's so silly.
Yeah, it's my fault though. I suggested he do it.
I see.
One more can.
Oh
One
my
more
God.
can.
Oh God.
Your sexuality.
Oh, B-Dubs. She is. Dang. Y'all, this was your advice. This was the advice she was giving y'all.
She's pretty though.
This was the advice. You didn't see the last video. This was the advice that she was giving y'all. Oh.
Yeah, I think she's a pretty lady. I came late, so I don't know what's going on really.
Arena. So you have this defensiveness, but then you also
every woman should have a defensiveness about her vagina.
But
like basically she says, you know that defense that you have around your vagina? I want you to drop that defense and exploit your sexuality.
I just want to say that this is the same woman who made a whole broadcast about what Kevin said about giving it up on the 3rd day. Just want to put that out there.
Yeah. They're always hypocritical.
But I want y'all to notice. So we're halfway done, right? I was gonna wait for the whole video to say this, but we're halfway done, right? She has not said, what if you are just a ugly nagaga? What if you are just some old, ugly, fat fuck? What if that is you with a little penis? What if you are just a 52-year-old broke, fat something or other? Notice how the advice went straight to the women. The advice is what you women can do to attract this man. Because he's the prize. Because really all I know about him is that he's Latino and he's 52.
Yep. And when it comes to black men, it's like, oh, well, here's what you can do for us, not the other way around.
Exactly. What can we do for him? Well, we can exploit our sexuality for this 52-year-old Latino man that we know nothing about.
Don't even know what he looks like. He could be overweight.
Somehow worthy. Notice that. Ladies, this is who you follow.
You have a fear. So I just want you guys to understand where that comes from, because oftentimes Black women are seen as over-sexualized, and we don't always...
I wonder why that is. Is somebody playing twerk music?
At a restaurant?
Yeah,
there's no twerking?
Exactly.
And they can't control themselves. I don't understand.
Yeah, we could go to a gym and work out and not twerk, but they couldn't do that at a restaurant.
Does that mean if I'm on a treadmill?
Song to play,
yeah.
Like if 6ix9ine plays a song like "Got the Blicky on," you're not pulling out your gun to start shooting people.
I mean, I wonder if they played it at the game, would they just stop the workout and just rub up on the wall? I wonder what's going on there. I wonder.
Twerking is the workout. That's what's going on.
Call it a twerk out.
Yeah, it's a twerk out. Exactly. That's how you burn calories. Y'all said y'all wanted to see us work out. Somebody says 6 o'clock shadow. No, see, it looks like it because it is in the area of that. I didn't start shaving. I didn't like have to really shave, and I was just lying to myself until like last year, and I'm in my 40s, and now I have to do it. It's weird. It just like started sprouting out of nowhere. But yeah. So, but no, that's the makeup that they wear. They wear it like this expensive makeup so they don't look like she was looking earlier, and so Melody could say she's cute. They wear like a ton of expensive makeup. Yeah, exactly. You said it best. And that's why you see the shadow, because they put the stuff on their cheek to make it shine and stuff, but they don't put it on the rest of them. And this is what her entire face looked like. And she put like up here the shiny part of the makeup, the gloss makeup or whatever it is. I don't know.
Yeah, she has a lot of makeup on. You're right.
Yeah, but like this shadow is her face. She's like Jafar. She's like Jafar is the lion.
Mm-hmm.
So which one was Aladdin? Which one was Aladdin's nemesis?
It was Jafar. Jafar was the bad
So
guy.
Scar was the lion, right?
Scar was the lion. Scar was for Simba, Mufasa and Scar. Yeah.
Yeah. So Scar. So basically, she is Scar. Like her face is that. Like wherever Scar, like all the other lions had like a shine so brightly, like Simba and Mufasa. Ooh, Mufasa.
I mean, yeah, Hitman J. She has a bunch of videos from when she was quote unquote black, when she was talking about natural, no makeup, all that stuff. She has a bunch of videos from there.
Well,
We've seen her about it.
Yeah, but at least she don't have on a hair hat.
No, my point is, Melody, is that just like Jafar and Scar and stuff, they weren't necessarily dark, but the shadows followed them everywhere they go.
Yeah.
Like they were never actually in the light. They just always lurked in darkness. Like the sun didn't shine on them. That's what it was. The sun did not shine on Jafar and Scar. And the sun does not shine on Christelyn Karazin. She needs artificial sun. She needs like the shiny makeup and the light that's just angled just right. That's what she needs. Because in real life, there is a cloud that follows her around. It is. And it moves according to the direction that she is standing and the sun is angled. The sun does not shine on her, so she doesn't glimmer like vampires on the movie Twilight. She never glimmers unless she does it in an artificial way. But the shadow that he was talking about, that's just her face. Let's continue.
Want to be seen that way. Now, conversely, with white women, they're not over sexualized. They're not being told that, you know, they're only good to be at.
Hold on. Because I gotta get some water right quick. Hold on.
I'll push back on that.
One second. Bullshit!
Exactly. I'll push back on that. That's absolutely
right quick. Let me rock for a second. How is she gonna say white girls aren't sexualized? Isn't this the same group of girls when they say, "Oh, you want somebody to go down on you like those white girls? You want somebody to take it in the bum like those white girls. You want somebody to let you spank them like those white girls. You want somebody to have sex with you more than once a year like those white girls." Those white girls.
Can they not just oppose themselves with white girls all the time? It's getting tiring.
Exactly. I mean, they make it so on one hand, the white girls are the sluttiest women on the planet. But then on the other hand, it's like, oh, they're not sexualized like we are. They are. Not only do they sexualize themselves, they sexualize. They're sexualized everywhere. I looked up the word cum dumpster. I looked up the word sea dumpster, right? I Googled it and it took me to a link to Pornhub, which I clicked. It was purple because I always click that link. And it went into to the homepage of that. And guess what I seen? White girls.
White girls.
Exactly. So for her to say that they're not sex, it's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. In fact, ridiculous is what they did in the porn. Go for it, brother.
No, you're absolutely right. They definitely have that reputation out there. They have that reputation of getting into college or whatever, and just getting the train or ran on them, and then getting their act together and cleaning it right up. That's how they're seen.
Exactly.
They have that reputation.
I also think Zero mentioned something about when you go on Pornhub, the top category is interracial with black men and white women. So white women and black men are more sexualized.
Those are the two most sexualized genders and race.
So what she's trying to do is, and keep in mind, she's supposed to be talking to the Latino man. Like she's responding to his video. But instead, she's talking to the black women, telling them to be more sexually open to other men while being more sexually reserved with black men. Exploit your sexuality.
I don't know. I mean, this is who offers a whole course on interracial dating. So is this like a subject like exploit yourself 101? Do they just enroll? And there's a lot of questions I have about this because this pink pill
course. It's a full course.
You have to graduate.
It's not 101. This isn't just a course. This is a major. This is for the women who are majoring in exploit yourself.
Exactly. You have to graduate with your diploma and then you can date that white man. That is exactly what's going on here.
She hate black men. That's the thing.
Yes. These words are true.
Mm-hmm.
Somebody's cum dumpster or baby mom.
And that's why I looked up that word, by the way.
So they don't have the same types of baggage that goes along with being a sexual creature. So just a little understanding where that comes from, Arrowhead, so that you understand where some of that resistance comes. Now, conversely, black women, this is a new age. This is a new day. And not everybody who sees you as desirable and a sexy creature, only wants to use you as a vessel for sexual gratification.
Let your guard down, Black woman. Let's see how that works.
Now, it's sort of funny to me, and I have to bring this up again. It's sort of funny to me that the argument is that non-Black men only want you for sex, when in fact, in the Black community, we have a 73% out of wedlock rate.
Boom.
It's actually even higher if it's interracial, so it doesn't even matter. So if you get with a white dude, you're more likely to be out of wedlock.
Well, I mean, yeah, because they're out of wedlock. I mean, the thing is that this is the out of wedlock rate, meaning it wasn't race specific. This is just you getting the sperm from all different sources, but of course you're going to blame it on the Black man.
So the evidence plays out who is seeking whom for sex only.
So basically, what she just said, and this is how most intelligent people is going to interpret it, is that men are seeking you out for sex or nothing at all.
She made no sense at all with that part.
She's toxic.
And she's basically saying we have one group of men that just seek us out for sex. Let's have other groups of men seek us out for sex.
And then the moment a Black dude dates a white woman, oh, they're only seeking you out for sex. Like, what?
Yeah, this man. Did I miss a super chat? Hey, y'all, let me know if I missed a super chat. Let me see. Hold on. That's where I'm at now. Ah, yeah, I did. All right. I got you, G-Man. All right. Says, let's see. Can Black women in America stop speaking for Black women worldwide? Black women from my country, Kenya, and nearby Ethiopia are very feminine and calm. Yeah. I don't think she's not. She's telling, she's saying that they're not.
Oh, and plus, not just American Black women, UK Black women have issues too. So yeah,
I heard they were just as bad as Americans.
They're the main ones making those interracial videos, the UK ones.
It's the
I
West.
don't know what's going on with the UK Black women and the makeup. I mean, what they wear on their faces is just downright ridiculous. I don't understand what's going on.
They look like clowns.
I don't understand it. They bronze like their face. I don't know if it's a trend in the UK, but it is not attractive.
Makeup is not attractive at all to me. I don't like makeup, in my opinion. But to each his own.
Fellas, y'all ever wake up and a chick, she had a bunch of it on your pillow, on your white pillow?
Okay, that's nasty.
Like her whole face just came off your pillow? That happened to me in college. She was light-skinned, dead.
So when you woke up,
acne. She had acne real bad, huh?
So when you woke up, she was a whole different person?
Well, I could see her acne. I could see it. She, we were both of that age, but I just have a resistance to it and she doesn't. But she had acne real bad. I mean, she wasn't like a completely different person. She was just like a person with acne on her face. I continued to date her. Say, okay, here's the thing. She was a virgin. And to me, they're more valuable as women. So I was her first. So what am I going to do at that point? Say, "Ooh, acne."
Right.
I mean, it's not that makeup is terrible. Sometimes, the little bit of it is okay. But the way it's going right now is just downright like, who is attracted to that? I mean, they must be. I mean, I don't know what's going on in the UK. I was like, oh, I have to be there and I love the accent. But the more you see them, the more you're like, maybe America is as good as it gets.
No, it's just the West. Like, it's because it comes through the media. It's just most of the English speaking world that's like that. Like they'll watch a movie in English and it'll influence an entire generation of their girls. And, next thing you know, they're worse.
Listen, my brother said he went to the UK. He said he'll never go back again. Yeah. He said the food was terrible. The women were terrible. Everything was terrible.
Oh, yeah, because it's tickling it off.
Yeah, he was like their teeth were messed up. I was like, wow. Unbelievable.
Speaking of which, Melody, it's Sickly, it says, "Don't come for UK women." Shout out to Jessica X. Shout out to Jessica X.
No. Jessica X is a cute one, though.
But is she UK?
Of
Jessica X
course.
is like Jessica. What I mean
Isn't
is she like?
like Nigerian and something? I don't know.
An
She's half
Italian.
Nigerian and Italian, I think.
Yeah. So both her parents
Nigerian
come
and
from
Italian.
elsewhere. So
Yeah,
she
she's
don't
Right.
black
have
and
like,
white.
what I'm saying is she don't have like a lick of British DNA in her. She just happened to have been born there.
Oh,
You
and
know.
for the colorism people out there, we meant she's not from, the UK, because I can see you guys taking that to a whole different thing. These colorist advocate chicks out there just get their rocks off or whatever.
Oh yeah. Okay. So I appreciate you, Cichlid. Appreciate you. D-Rock Den, I appreciate the super sticker, fam. And let's see, Danica Dope Discussions. Okay, it says, not sure what's going on. Just saw you were live and decided to stop by and reciprocate the love. Hopping out. Peace. All right, peace, Danica.
Hey, Danica.
All right, so let's see. Yeah, she's mixed. I mean, if she was mixed, like part like English and then part African, that's one type of mix. But she's like came from two different countries.
No, she told me she was English, but
No, she was born there. Just like if two people, just like if a person who was born in Mexico gets with a person who was born in Nigeria and they have a baby here, yeah, they are, technically you could call them Afro Latino or something like that. But I mean, would you? And you can even call them American because they're American citizens.
like
But
my mom.
but would their phenotype, would their look be consistent with the people who've been here for hundreds of years? Is what I'm saying. What they're saying, Melody, is that the people who are from England, the people who who's like related to the kings and queens and stuff, aren't that hot.
I get what you're saying.
Yeah,
like
and
the
the
DNA is what he's saying.
Yeah, absolutely, I agree.
Yeah.
But anyway, Jessica's black and white, so she got that mixed look. She's pretty.
Yeah, true.
Yeah, she's not black. She's black and white. She's beautiful.
All right, so let's see. G-Man, again, I appreciate you. You said difference in the UK is that brothers over there, like here, the guilt tripping doesn't work. Caribbean black men date interracially like 60% over there. Yeah, exactly. I'm like, in my travels, I noticed that.
Yeah, this is true.
Yeah. In my travels, I noticed that it works here like more than anywhere, because we have like a very high concentration of dark-skinned people to be a colony. To be a colony, we have, which means that we've been sticking together for quite some time. Like when other places, the day after freedom, they just kind of like mixed in with the population naturally.
Yeah,
which means
and I
that
think the UK.
Go for it.
No, go on, Juice. I was going to say, I think the UK has like a very good way of keeping track of ethnicity. They just have that. I don't know why, but they really do have that good track record of keeping up with who's mixed with what and that kind of thing. So although I've heard complaints from UK black women that say most of the black men they date interracially. I don't know if that's true, but who knows?
I can say that for the Caribbean, but not sure about the Nigerian men. I mean, obviously there's a case like Jessica's, but I thought the Nigerian ones are more likely to stay in.
Right. That's true.
No, Nigerian men over here, they out. They like Latinas and white women.
Yeah, some of them
that come here. Yeah.
Black American women too. I love Black American women.
No, they starting to see through their mess too.
Oh, you're younger, so yeah. I mean,
everybody who come here,
you know what the younger guys.
This is true. This is true.
Yeah.
This is true.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, in my day they were looking for that, but no, things changed like that.
Right.
So yeah, I'll take your word on it.
Yeah.
Of recent, like the reputation of them has gotten like very bad. I remember AMS was the roommates podcast, and the guy was saying that he's the guy Hafiz, he's Nigerian. He was saying his girlfriend is mixed, like German and Nigerian, and then AMS said he's dated a couple of West African women, and he was like they're changing too. So
I hear feminism is rampant in Nigeria.
Spreading pretty good.
Yeah. All right. So let me play the rest of this. Thanks again, G-Men.
So, it's really sort of disingenuous when I hear that, when I know for a fact that within the Black community, marriage rates are low, divorce rates are high, we have a huge out-of-wedlock rate, and to suggest that men...
So before she was saying that she was telling them to exploit their sexuality, but according to your own stats, it seems like you already have.
Outside the community only want them for sex. I would have to argue there are men within this community who only want us for sex as well. So I'm just going to put that out there.
Wait, pause. Do you see?
I want to tell you, like,
What's up?
Okay, so notice that when she can't let non-black men stand on their own, she has to always juxtapose them next to black men to make them look good.
Yep. And keep in mind, she still hasn't critiqued him. She still hasn't said maybe this guy isn't qualified because he hasn't been able to secure anything with a non-black woman as well. It doesn't seem like they're into him either.
Good point.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Like he primarily dated non-black women. He said he dated a few in the 90s. So he primarily dated non-black women and doesn't really seem like he's a choice dude.
Right.
Black women, is that it's a new day and it's okay to be your feminine, beautiful self. It's okay to be the best woman you can be, to maximize your assets, not to...
It was always okay. The thing is, it's like, was there ever a point where it wasn't okay to be your beautiful self?
Try to look like somebody else. I want you to look in the mirror and see what's great about you. That's what I did for myself. I was like, you know what? Instead of trying to look like this person, that person that I see on the media, on television, in print, what is it about me?
She is still talking to black women. It's weird because this was a Latino man that wrote the letter.
That I can be the best me I can be. And that's what you need to do. You need to look at yourself, go into a full-size mirror and look at yourself and see, what is it about me that makes me amazing? And what is it about me that could make me even more amazing? Maybe it's losing weight. Maybe it's learning how to care for your natural hair. Maybe it's learning how to put your...
Okay, these are all true, but are y'all getting this? I want everybody, 159 people, get the likes up, hit the like button. In addition to hitting the like button, I want y'all to understand that a Latin man says, hold on. Let me reread the title to you. Latino man wonders why black women are uncomfortable with sexual gaze.
She completely went way off topic with the question.
But no, it really is. Think about this for a second. There is a creepy 52-year-old guy gazing at younger women, and they are uncomfortable, and she's telling them to lose weight.
Makes no sense.
You're uncomfortable because you haven't exploited your sexuality. They're uncomfortable because, no, they should embrace you staring at them sexually. They should embrace you staring at them sexually at 52 years old. They should embrace you staring at them sexually at 52 years old with a Viagra pill in your hand and you're showing it to them with a weird grin like, They should embrace that.
Well, I mean, to her credit,
and if they don't embrace it, they have to lose weight. They have to better themselves for that 52-year-old penis.
To her credit, she's leading by example. Remember the vaginator or whoever he was? She's leading by
my
example.
gosh.
Explore your options.
And she was
It
trying to
doesn't
get
matter
help
what
from
they-
black men when he came up.
Yeah, you know, open
Exactly.
it up. Don't bet this other man. Get them in.
Wait, she said a guy was staring at these girls?
No, Melody,
I
the
can't
title
really.
of the video is Latino Man Wonders Why Black Women Are Uncomfortable with Sexual Gaze. And then she reads a letter that a Latino man wrote her. And in the letter, he was saying that, you know, apparently black women aren't really interested in him like that. But he's 52 years old and he's Latino. Now, instead of her giving him advice on how to attract the woman, she's giving the women advice on how to attract the creepy guy that is giving a sexual gaze. His words.
That's very backwards. The thing is that Latino men do that all the time. They always staring at younger women. It's creepy.
Latino women complain about that.
Yeah, that's something very common, especially over here in Jersey.
Oh, I didn't even know that. So
Yeah.
there's that.
Oh yeah. It's nothing new.
There's that. So live and learn. So that's why. But instead, she's like, "Oh, y'all need to exploit your sexuality and lose weight because you're getting looks. It is a high honor to get looked at by a Latino man, and let's get those looks up, people."
She must not get any attention if she thinks that's an honor. It's really not.
Yeah, she doesn't wear makeup all the time, and the sun don't shine on her. So, yeah.
Makeup on, learning how clothes work to enhance your figure. Maybe it's working on your inner self and your spiritual self. Whatever it is, I want you to work on being the best you that you can be. Because you know what happens when you decide that you want to be the best you can be? Other people notice, and you become.
Okay, so that's that. Oh wait. Let me get the last words.
Super irresistible. All right, so here's.
So, B-dubs, she sees you as the problem. Now, not in your relationships with black men, she sees black men as a problem, but in your relationships with others, automatically she jumps to you as the problem. A 52-year-old man is staring at young women, and she says you young women need to lose weight.
But when black men say they need to lose weight, it's fat shaming.
Yeah, exactly.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly. So it's amazing. This is what happened. So I'm done. I'm done giving the pushback on the pushback that she gave on the thing. You know, I just had to shut that down because it was so ridiculous. It was so ridiculous for her to assume that. Hold on right quick. Okay. Moved out of there. For her to offer a millionaire or to have a millionaire say, "Look, I just want you to get up there and say she's cute."
Oh, JC, I got some information. I'm not sure if you mentioned it earlier in the stream.
Okay, go for it.
So yeah, I was talking to a couple of Gen Z niggas in the manosphere, like
Nagagas.
for example. You can hear me now?
Yeah, I said Nagagas.
Oh yeah. Okay, so yeah, I was saying this to Gen Z dudes. They mentioned that Jordan is actually married to an Asian woman.
Oh yeah, I mentioned that.
Okay, good. And
now,
then,
was she a 35-year-old Asian woman with a 13-year-old son?
I think so. Yeah.
Okay, because that's his thing. I mean, you know, he likes, 13, or he likes women that are 35 with 13-year-old sons. That's who high value men go for.
And another thing, so it wasn't working her way, so she ran right to Massa to try to bring down the black man so they could, get what they want.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. Well, and that's the selling point. And all I'm asking CK to do, since you have so many high value men that are single in your circle, is hook a sister up. I mean, it's sad that you haven't hooked up the thousands of women who are seeking high value men that are in your
They
chat.
have to graduate the course, GC. You got to
no, but they do graduate the course. They do graduate the course. Like those women that we seen on the last video, I'm pretty sure that they were at the course. But no, see, because she's selling hope, she's going to, she's not going to say what Kevin said. She's selling hope and expensive perfume.
What's the definition of insanity?
Well, I mean, to the girl's credit, they're not trying the same thing over and over again. Basically, what the girl who called Kevin did was she listened to CK's last video, tips on how to attract high-value men and repel the losers. Hold on.
I wasn't talking about the woman who called Kevin. I'm talking about the people who are just only listening to CK.
No, she only listened to CK, and then when that didn't work, she called Kevin. She did everything CK said in that video. She went out and got a garden. She even got the hairdo that they like. She did the makeup. She wasn't fat. She did all the things. Now, CK didn't tell you to not wait until you're 35 and have a 13-year-old son. She didn't tell her that, but because that's the thing that's gonna pop out no matter how nice your garden is. So and Kevin was just being honest. So basically, and that is why there's a pushback, because these women are trying to do all the stuff that CK was telling them to do.
Now there's her new strategy is to be bringing white men to our show to, I guess, dispute what Kevin has been saying. So I don't know what the end goal of this is.
Here's the thing about
that. The counter strategy is hook them up.
The strategy right now is don't listen to him. That's fake news. Because this has pissed a lot of women off. This has pissed a lot of.
If the guy is single, then hook him up with one of your subscribers, or hook him up with the woman who called into Kevin. See, that's the thing. It's a failed thing. Like, really, they just knocking down your door, huh? They just, what did Kevin do? Knocking down the door, huh? Well, hook them up, and let's see the wedding. Like, if you really think.
I was gonna say, and for those of you who are so deluded, she brought a man onto a show who's married to an Asian woman. Asian women are the ones who date out the most here in the US, and they date white men the most. So after competing with white women, you're gonna compete with Asian women. And let's not even go to the Latinas. Like, logically think about what this woman is telling you to do. Does it make sense? How deluded do you have to be in that entire, I don't get it. I don't understand it. But listen, I'm saying she's doing us a favor. She's doing us a favor. Take them right away from black men.
Yes. So that's her, and her I woke up like this meditation stance.
You still think she's pretty, Melody?
I mean, with the makeup, is that her right there?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, that is her right there.
And she looks older right there.
I mean, she is old.
Makeup is bitchcraft. It's not. It's ridiculous nowadays. That's why I don't online date. And I said this all the time. I do not online date. People say, oh, do you think she's pretty? And they talk about you, but I seen you. But they talk about other women who come to them. They're like, look, it doesn't matter. Salute, Jessica. I appreciate the super sticker. It doesn't matter because makeup is just like so ridiculous nowadays. Like modern makeup, it can make a man look like a woman. So why would you even like,
gosh, yeah.
This is the, this is the I woke up like this look of her, like this.
Exactly.
This is this. Now I want to show you her crew. Hold on. Her waiting to catch hell crew. All right. Here we go.
There we go.
This is her crew.
Yeah, these are swirls.
Looking kind of overweight there.
Oh my goodness.
The waiting to post bail crew. Like, this is their crew. The set it on.
Can't believe we lost all four of them. Black men, we have to do better. God damn
What
it.
are we to
We
do?
have to do better.
So
We're
these
losing them. We're losing
so
them.
these are all swirlers, huh?
Well, I mean, probably, but what I'm saying is hook them up. You have all these millionaires, Christelyn Karazin, hook these women up. I want you to go to your nearest millionaire penis, and I want you to set them up. Her first, on the far right. I want you to go right to left. I want you to set her up first. Set them up. Set them up. And then I want you to tell them how good their garden is. I want you to try to set these women up.
Well, they all look like they hit the wall, first of all.
Yeah, exactly. Set these chicks up. Like, you have all these millionaires, then set them up. It's obvious that these women want high value men. If you have high value men in your circle that are single, then set them up. And Jessica, it's good that you're here because I want to show you something. Hold on, right quick. Because you know the girl that called in the Kevin show, she got her cues from Christelyn Karazin. But here's one of the main ones. This is just one of the cues that she got from her. Listen at this.
Ladies, here's a little tip for you that you probably have never heard. You know, all of the hobbies that you can pick from, pick a few that show your nurturing side. For me, I love gardening. So I am out there sowing seeds.
I love gardening. I'm out there sowing seeds, etc., etc., etc. That's right, Jessica. She told this girl to go out and garden. And then years later, this girl hopped on Kevin Samuel's show and said, but I plant, I garden. Where's my high value man? Christelyn Karazin told me to garden.
That was the lamest.
Man, we go to grocery stores now.
But it was the answer that Christelyn Karazin gave her. Christelyn Karazin told this girl to garden, to go out and plant stuff. And then she tried to use that as a high value to get a high value dude. And Kevin was like, we all go to the store. We all just go to the store. And she's sitting there confused, like, but I garden. Or she said, I plant.
She said she garden.
Oh, she said she garden? Okay.
That's what she said.
So I garden. I garden. Why aren't they? I listen to CK. I can chop cucumbers. The men should just be beating down my door. I garden.
Also, I wanna point out the switch up, because this is from a while back, right? You see, she has switched. Here, she's trying to seem like a homely, down to earth kind of woman, and then now she's this. Listen, ladies, if you come over here, everything's just shiny over there. We're having a lot of fun. We're coming out of luxury cars. Come over. I'm saying she's brand now. She's just being a fake. This is a mental illness. It's pretty much it.
So
exactly, exactly. That's what I'm saying. She's trying to seem like a down to earth woman here. She's trying to seem like, oh, I'm just, one of you guys. And now she's drinking champagne and just, with her new, what they call it, face change, and trying to make it seem like she's on this whole new level. I don't understand it. Be authentic.
LSP, you may not do this, but anytime a woman puts something there is to draw a man's gaze to that area and make it seem like it's an accident. There was a chick who used to put her badge there and then press her titties to the thing that you put your work badge on, to the scanner, like all the time. And I would look at it when she did it, like, oh wow, like, I was too young to realize that she was doing that. She was doing that just to have that effect on me. That's deliberate. She put her phone there deliberately, and that's why the camera is angled to not show her face. The camera is literally centered on her breast.
Shout out to Soul Provider, because Soul Provider was like, before every live she just rubs Vaseline on there, just rubs Vaseline on the live. Like,
hey, y'all hear me?
Wait, she does what?
He said she rubs Vaseline all over there before every live she does. Now that's her thing. I'm gonna be out here doing my live. I'm gonna have my boobs out.
She probably do, like Vaseline and hair gel.
Yeah, the desperation of a little to seem like she's being checked for. Isn't that something? Oh my
exactly. God. Well, I mean, she's doing it to say, take a look at what you missed. You know, that's what she's trying to do. She's trying to solicit that response. Like, yeah, there you go, former baby daddy. Take a look at what you missed. You know,
and that's where the audacity came from.
Yeah.
When Jason Black asked her about, what's going on here, she's like, I'm gorgeous. I was like, wait a minute now. I don't know what men are saying this. That's why I'm mad about O'Shea when he did that broadcast on. I was like, wait a minute, O'Shea. She's really not all that now. Come on. She said, I'm gorgeous. Jason said, I mean, if that were true, you'd be like a Ferrari with no motor. And I'm like, I mean, come on. Let's stop. She
looks like a...
Hey, GC, you can hear me?
She looks like a totally different person.
All right, yo. My fault. I got laid to the stream. I was looking at the panels the last couple of days about the Kevin Samuels and the whole thing, Christelyn Karazin. I'm gonna be honest with you, bro. I am not surprised by this. It is all just a streak that she's trying to pull. And I'll always thought, and excuse my French if I say this rudely, I've always said that the pink pill ideology is nothing more but a dick ride from the red pill ideology in general. She has no backbone and no standards to what she's offering to these loser ass women. That's all I have to say on that factor. And that she thought that she was going to get somewhere by, of course, using the same race baiting narrative and tactic to try to bait so-called black women. And in this instance, to go for a so-called white man that wasn't earning 6 figures, but was earning 7. The guy sounded immature as I don't know what. And he sat there was making little pivotal points to sound like a child. Did you hear what he said? I think he said something at the 37-minute mark or something like that. He was like, oh my God, I don't like the fact of the matter. If it was a kid and if they said that I was fat, I wouldn't get offended by that. I said, what grown ass man is going to get offended by a little ass kid making a comment? Are you slow, bro? And this and all I'm going to say to that is, this is all comedy, yo. The reason I never cared for Christelyn Karazin is because she's baiting these so-called black women into dating these white men. If you understand exactly what the market is, these so-called white men are dating Asian. No, okay, but bro, listen, this is the reason why.
No, I agree with
she's
you.
catering. Right. She's marketing to loser ass women. Like I said, losers.
All right, I'm trying to keep it clean. But I hear
it's clean, bro. All PG. All PG, bro. I try to do that for you. But no,
you're right. White man.
Facts. But if you start understanding the stuff that's going on now, you usually see the so-called white men going after Asian women. So they're more marketable.
That was his wife. That was exactly who he married.
I'm gonna need proof of what you said. So let's just take from a show that she did years ago and see if there's any truth in what she said. Hold on, right quick.
Yeah. That's not me, by the way. Hi, I'm Kurt. I'm senior at Dominguez Hills, which is just south of Los Angeles.
Flashback.
My type is tall, thin, typically blonde, like a Taylor Swift type.
Okay, so he likes the Taylor Swift type. Okay.
Hi, my name is Quintana. I'm 25 years old. I just moved to LA from Atlanta, Georgia, and I'm a DJ.
Not a paid actress.
The only reason why I mainly dated black men is because they were the only ones that could really understand my attitude.
Understand her attitude.
Quote unquote be ratchet.
Tolerate her attitude.
So
let's think about it.
Basically, she said the only reason why I date you guys is because you're the only ones that put up with my crap. And now I'm going to try to expand to another group to put up with my crap, and let's see how that happens. Let's see how that works out.
Hi, I'm Christelyn Karazin. How to date and relate mixed race culture.
See, she look cute right there.
We just proved that this was witchcraft.
Yeah, all that makeup made her look cute.
Mm-hmm. I feel like the only reason why I mainly dated black men is because they were the only ones that could really understand my attitude.
So she understands, she knows that she has a crap personality and only black men will put up with it. This is how they see y'all.
I don't like that.
Yeah, this is how they see y'all.
I don't like that.
This is, and then they try to sell it to others. That's what swirling is. You're trying to sell that crap to others.
Hi, I'm Christelyn Karazin. Swirling how to date and relate to race.
Go ahead. You got millionaires in your circle. Go ahead, hook them up. Hook these chicks up. Hook them up. They were just holding a swirling book up too. Like, it would have been better if they had like the non-black guy behind them, but no.
I'm Jordan Harbinger from The Art of Charm. I'm a dating and relationship expert, and I'm helping my friend set up her clients with dates that are going to be a good fit.
I'm a little more open to try to date outside of because it hasn't been working.
What race is she?
She's black and Native American.
Okay.
Get away from what I was used to in order to find what really works for me.
This is the mind of the swirlers. But look at how it plans out.
Outside of white, I find myself probably most.
Outside of white, I find myself probably most attracted to who? Who? Let's guess. You know, 1 for Latino, 2 for Asian, 3
definitely.
for 2.
Definitely Asian.
I say 2.
Asian women are definitely up there.
If I'm wrong, I'm
okay,
hoping I'm not wrong.
Drum roll, please. All right, let's see.
We will see.
There we go.
Wait. He said Asian, right?
He said Asian.
You lit.
We were right.
I told you.
The stats don't lie, bro. Like
Stop playing.
Try to date outside of what I've been dating because it hasn't been working. I feel like I need to get away from what I was used to in order to find what really works for me.
Outside of white, I find myself probably most attracted to Asian. I haven't actually really dated a black girl. I just don't know what to expect.
Well, let's see what you can
do.
Oh my God. Remember this?
Now, you see these girls here?
They're cute.
But notice how they weren't buying the book. Notice how when she had the book gallery and book signing and book selling, they weren't buying.
Oh, yeah.
Like they're the ones that don't need the tips and help and stuff like that.
They just want the straight shoot. They want the straight shoot for the date.
Oh, yeah. I remember the difficulty associated with some of these. Yeah. Not just the women, the guys were also. That guy was a disaster.
I know.
Or whatever. So it's one thing to say, I'm open to dating someone of another race. It's another thing to be able to be vulnerable to make that connection work.
I'm tired of wasting my time with guys that are immature and can't handle me.
Honestly.
Can't handle me. If you cannot handle my issues, then you have an issue. And I don't mess with guys that have issues, not handling my issues.
Within 3 minutes, I knew she was fake.
What? He offered me a drink and I told him that I didn't want a drink.
At the beginning, it was all good, and then at the end, it wasn't. There's got to be a point where it went.
He offered me a drink and I told him I don't want a drink. Like, is that a major deal breaker?
Seems childish to me.
But this is a person that admits that she has attitude. So it's not like it was a friendly no thank you. It's like, would you like a drink? Oh no, I don't want a drink. And she just remembered that, like, this guy offered me a drink and I told him I didn't want one. I told him, what do I look like? A person that drinks?
What bothered me is handle somebody. We don't handle grown people. You handle tools. You handle kids. You handle pets. You handle your job, not grown women.
Exactly. Yes. So now he knows what to expect.
Destruction.
I just lied to myself the whole time. It was incredibly different.
I asked the question, would you date someone like me? And she said no.
Did you not think?
Okay, this woman is nuts. she went on a thing whose primary focus is interracial dating, talking about that she's trying to expand. And he said, "Would you date a guy like me?" And she said no. But I don't really know what he meant by a guy like me. So, I'll let that one slide.
You know what he meant, Jason.
Well, okay. Well, I don't know what she said no to. Like, if she said no to his whiteness, then that's just kind of weird.
Maybe
like,
the drink. Yeah, maybe the drink. Like,
Yeah, but I mean,
drink and stuff.
But if she said no to like something about his personality, then okay, then that's what she's saying no to.
Offensive to her or not? Oh my god.
That's offensive? So would you date a guy like me? Offensive? Like, how
understand the logic? I don't.
She is the interpreter. She's the one who conveys the black woman's and gives it to the white in a very articulate way, in which she can be more understood, because that makes sense. It makes total sense.
Well, all right.
She is.
So while he's here, it's always the guy's fault.
I felt bad for him.
I know, I did, because I feel like he was
Guess who's coming to dinner? That's a funny type.
Guy, I really do. It was just.
Oh yeah, he was not experienced with life matters. And the other guy who we didn't get a glimpse of, Rocky, was the guy that. Do you remember? I remember this, and I still tell this story. There was that one guy, Rocky, who thought he was such hot shit. None of the women liked him. They all thought he was a total D-bag. And then he didn't know who I was. He didn't know I was the co-host of the show with you. So we were in the kitchen at that house where the show is being filmed. And he goes, "Hey, sport, get me a different, make me this kind of drink." And I go, "Okay." And I just went over and I made it. And he goes, No. You don't even know how to make a drink, man. You're never going to succeed in this industry. And I go, "What industry do you think I'm in?" And he goes, "Whatever sort of assistant bullshit that you do." And I was like, "Really?" I go, and so I was just like, "Oh, cool. I'll take your feedback." And then I waited until we sat down and you were like, "I'm going to bring in Jordan." And I sat down and he just went white as a ghost. And I was like, "Oh, no, you don't have to get whiter. You're already there, buddy."
So a white guy was rude to somebody he believed was beneath him. I'm going to touch on that in a second. I'm going to talk about, and that's why I had it saved to this part, because there's something I want to show y'all.
like, you already, and he goes, "Oh man, I'm so sorry. And I go, "The way you treat people when you think they can't do anything for you, or when you think they're beneath you, that says a lot about who you are." And that was like his big.
Oh, that's where you should pause. Good.
Yeah,
pause.
no, I wasn't women. Y'all get it.
No.
No. But let's make this more particular. Remember that one chick who was like, "These guys are beneath me. They're beneath me. I can't submit to a guy that's beneath me." And he just said, the way you treat people when you think that they're helpless or something like that. I'm paraphrasing, but is really a reflection on you. Like, that was his biggest problem. Perhaps that's her biggest problem.
Mm-hmm. She think men are too beneath her.
Well, she think men that make less, or that she assumes make less, are beneath her. So basically, she treats the men in her life and in her vagina the way that guy treated him when he thought that he was kitchen help.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe that would have been a better advice to focus on. Just saying. Yeah, exactly. She said, "I can't submit to a man that doesn't make six figures."
But, they had to make this about Kevin instead of, the actual message. That would have been good advice.
Exactly. But once again, you find her so hot and your friends find her so hot, hook a sister up. I want to see you try to hook some of your highfalutin guys with one of these chicks.
She couldn't hook Jordan up with one of her black clients. He's already married.
No, I'm saying Jordan's friend, and apparently Christelyn Karazin has like a huge circle of millionaires. So hook a sister up.
7-figure men.
Yeah, exactly. Hook her up with some of these 7-figure men that finds her oh so sexy.
Less than 1%, even less than 0.1% of the population. Yep. Talking about 7-figure man.
Yeah,
But you gotta sell them a pipe dream. You're selling water to a whale right now.
Man.
That's
So
that's what she's trying to do.
yeah. True. So I was gonna keep this 2 hours. But Brownbird, I know you were waiting for a bit, so I'll let you have this in a closing thought.
Yeah, listen, man. The only thing I can say is keep laughing because I'm laughing. I think it's hilarious as hell. This was all just another tactic for the last couple of days to sit up there and shame a man like Kevin Samuels and to make it seem as if, again, the so-called black man treats the black woman like crap. I'm sorry I have to get racial, but that's how it seems. And that's how it is pitched. And especially what Christelyn Karazin did, especially trying to bring out that seven-figure man. Let me tell you this, the pink pill ideology will fail. I don't care what no one says. It will fail. And the whole thing about being a six-figure man, the only thing I have to say to this is find your man. Okay, that's the only thing I have to say. I know that sounds just regular and basic. Find your man. You don't need to do all these stupid tactics to try to find some type of man that you know you probably wouldn't get on an average basis. That's the only thing I'm gonna have to say to that. But I'm sorry I'm late. I came in, so much love to all of y'all too.
Much love, Brownbird.
Peace, Brownbird.
Peace, Brownbird.
Peace.
Bye.
Okay, so now I guess we'll do closing thoughts unless y'all had something that y'all really want to point out on the videos that we were doing.
Yeah, I'll point out about the Karazin and Kevin thing. Yeah, so like with the part of how you treat people you deem as inferior to you says a lot about you. Yeah, it says a lot about these callers who go on Kevin's panels, and especially about Karazin. Like she sees him as inferior, but she just can't keep him out of her mouth. And same thing with that colorism crybaby Chrissy. So it's like they're keeping him alive as much as they hate him. Like, stop talking about him if you hate him so much.
Exactly. I mean, but what Kevin was doing, he was giving sound advice. I mean, is it impossible for her to hook up with a man of means? No, anything's possible. But in the meantime, you should respect the ones who are more on your level. Like an average guy. Are not necessarily beneath you. And even still, like even if you take that attitude into a relationship with a higher value man, he's going to see that as a red flag. So yeah.
Oh, and another thing, I think Brownbird mentioned something earlier about just finding your man. Well, no, you don't. They don't just find their man. They gotta find their man and give him what he wants, because they always focus on what they want from him. They can't speak on what they're gonna give to him or what he wants from them.
My bad. I was queuing up the thing. Okay. Go for it, Melody.
No, I was just thinking, like, there's somebody for everybody. He might not be high value, but he might make a lot of money. So, I mean, these women need to just take what they can get and stop setting their standards so high, because it's like delusional. They're very delusional.
Oh, Natalie, they don't want to settle. That's why they have all these standards. They deserve a high value man, even though they're not high value themselves.
But once you're 35, I mean, you don't have much say in what you can get. You're 35, you have a son. She should be just looking for somebody who works and can help take care of her son. That's it. I mean, she's asking for too much, in my opinion.
Yeah, she could have gotten that in her prime when she had no kids, but she wasted her years, so no surprise there.
And her hairline, yeah. Okay, so well, yeah. I want y'all to hit the like button, and ladies, I want y'all to, especially those who swirl, I want y'all to get this one last piece of advice from Christelyn Karazin.
Your sexuality in
There you go. Exploit your sexuality.
And then get mad when those men use you just for your sexuality.
I didn't know that men use women for sex. What are you talking about? I'll put it in there, Sakina, so you can hop on and get your words out. And in the meantime, while we wait for Sakina, because I haven't talked to her in months, let's do this again.
Your sexuality.
Oh, it's just so cringe. It's just so cringe.
Honestly,
exactly.
Black women who swirl are cringe.
Exploiting my sexuality.
They're only swirling because they can't get a black man. That's why. That's the only reason.
Not that they can't get a black man. The black men they want, they can't get.
Exactly.
And according to the other chick, we're the only ones that put up with her attitude, or we understand it.
She knows she has a problem and she doesn't want to change it.
Oh, well, maybe she should exploit. Oh, that is the clip of this century. What's going on, Sakina?
Can y'all hear me?
Uh-huh. What's on your mind?
Yeah, I think that what is it? I think that most Black females they're not gonna get a white guy. That's what I think. So I think the fact that she's teaching people to date white men, obviously, I mean, I think there are some Black women that can date him, but most white guys don't want a Black woman, in my opinion. So I don't know why she's giving that advice to Black women who are single.
Well, yeah. I mean, the ones who can do and don't really need advice, from what I noticed, they just they can date any man, and they date the ones that's available to them. I mean, but put it like this. I think this is the best way to say it, Sakina, is that if you're having trouble finding a Black man, then you're going to have trouble finding a white man.
Yeah, I agree. I agree with that.
Yeah, but
go for it.
Sorry. No, I was going to say, you notice when they do find a white man, they cook, they clean, they become this submissive woman that they would never be for a Black man.
Right. I think that the girl that said something, I appreciate you, Darren Jones. Appreciate the $4.99 super chat. It's funny because it's from what that girl said, it seems like Black man is who you go to put up with your crap. So, and white man is who you go to when you don't have any crap to put up with. I don't know, but yeah,
I think that's the reason why there's so many swirlers on Kevin's channel, because a lot of them realize that they've tried to date white men, but the white men don't want them. So now they're trying to do a Black man again, I guess.
And then there was that TikTok with Black girls crying like, "These white boys don't want me." So yeah, it's really failing horribly.
Yeah, especially the new generation.
I mean, Black men have lower standards. So, especially when it comes to our own women. So if you're not meeting our standards, it's like having that teacher that's an easy A and you have a teacher that's really difficult. If you didn't get an A in that class, then you're not going to get an A in a difficult one. But, most of the ones who some, don't get me wrong, some can get an A in both classes, but they're not complaining. They don't have complaints, finding a Black one. And I didn't know that they said that on Kevin's, that they're swirling. I think that they're just trying to. A lot of these women are trying to elicit feelings of scarcity, and like, oh, I want to compete with that guy. Like, because I don't know if they think we're children.
They do.
Yeah, like with a kid, you're not okay. Well, if you don't like it, I'll give this to your sister and she'll play with this toy you don't like. Then you're like, no, I'll play with it. I think they think that it's gonna work like that, but truth of the matter is it's not.
Right, and that's what a lot of them are. Oh, go ahead. My bad.
No, go.
Okay. I said that's why a lot of them are single now, because the good guys that they passed up on. So
exactly. I mean, Well, yeah, the woman on Kevin's show, she was 35. She did wait a long time to start looking. And Kevin was wise to ask those questions, like, what are you doing to look for these guys? And, because you seem to attract the bad ones. And she said I was giving them a chance. But really, from what I gather, it seemed like she was getting off on looking down on someone like, I make 6 figures. I'm a dog groomer and, you are lesser, but I'm giving you a chance. It seems like she was getting off on that to build her ego. Okay. It says,
Right.
the most important bar of that interview was the men you aren't asking you, or excuse me, the men you want aren't asking you out. True. We all have to choose from the pool of people who want us. Unfortunate, but true. Or just not choose at all. And, that's something that she hasn't been doing. That's how she wound up with the kid and everything. But yeah, like there's a lot of personality things she can change, but right now, her everything is so bad. Like, let's just say she was a more appealing woman. She was a more physically appealing woman. There's still this whole history. It's a bad history. It's the, it's the single mother thing, which is something that's overlooked, but it's like you're new to this. You're new to this and you're a little old to be new to this. Like if you were a woman who was with a high value man yet divorced, then you probably would find another divorced high value man. But for you to just say, I just started yesterday. I have no years of experience in dating high value men. I don't know what they want, how to treat them. And if I do, I'll be a novice at it. It's not going to be, that type of naivete is acceptable from a younger woman, but not an older one. Not a woman in her 30s. It's kind of like, it's almost like you're just learning how to read. It's like, okay, I just learned how to read. Now I want a job in book editing. It's like, nah, it takes years of experience and preparation from grade school to get to that point. So yeah, she's extremely behind the curve. It'll be very difficult for her to find something like that.
So GC, let's say she was beautiful, right? With no kids, but 35. Do you think she would be able to get a high value man then?
Do I think an attractive 35-year-old woman with a kid can get a high value man?
With no kids.
With no kids, and yeah, absolutely. Look at Jenny Ma. But it's a personality type. It's a personality type that she just don't have, and it takes years to develop, and she don't have those years to develop them. And even still, it's a track record. Like it'll come off as false now, like.
And then she already acted like her ish don't stink. So if she was pretty, it still would cancel out.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I mean. It's a personality type. She doesn't have the Jenny Ma personality type. See, like even if Lonnie Love looked like Jenny Ma, she would still be Lonnie Love. Like it's a personality type combined with, everything else. What she's really asking for is how can I hide my personality and trick men like yourself into falling for me? And Kevin just blatantly told her that you can't.
And for Melody's scenario, and if she were to get a high value man, he would probably want her to be a concubine for him at best.
Yeah, at best. I mean, especially since she's leading with her body, But I mean, if she had a different personality type, then it would be made. She wouldn't have that problem. Her son would be in the best private school that she can afford, and one of the fathers will see what type of, how involved she is in her son's education, and he's divorced, and he would have met her that way. She's not. She's trying to fake the funk, and Kevin's seen through that. Like if she was that type of mother, then that's fine. If she had her son, on the football team or something like that, then perhaps one of the other football dads would take notice. One of the other single football dads would take notice. Like but she's not doing any of that. She's gardening. Come on now.
Oh, another suggestion I give to these single mothers: give custody to the father, especially if it's a son, but they don't want to do that.
Yeah. Or have a kid with a father that wants custody. Absolutely. But yeah, you're right. Because I think part of that 100K is child support. So, all right. So, Sakina, you got any last words? Thanks for coming up. You got to come up more often.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Yeah, I think that what made really hurt her was the fact that, obviously her looks, and then on top of that, like the way she was responding and her facial expressions as she was talking, like she was kind of awkward. So I think that made her look bad. And a lot of people who, was watching, even though they said that it was wrong, it seems like they were trying to pander and try to make her feel better. But a lot of people admitted that she wasn't attractive. So I think that.
And that worked against her. There was a lot of factors, some of which can be overlooked, but not all of them. Not everything. She was just like a bad pool, And guys,
and even the men were laughing too. That's the thing that was funny to me. They were laughing, even if the ones that were reviewing the video, they were laughing when they saw her talking. So you're defending her, but you're laughing at her at the same time. How do you do that?
Wait, who was defending her and laughing?
Well, some of the guys were saying that the way that he was talking to her was kind of a bit much, but they were laughing about it. They looked at her face, I guess.
Oh, you mean like some reaction videos you saw?
Yeah, some of the reaction videos.
Okay.
And the thing is, nobody called her ugly. They were just saying she was average.
But average just stings them so much for some reason. They have to be beautiful goddesses.
Exactly.
Well, no, somebody rated her a 3 on one of the reactions.
Dang.
Yeah, that's pretty bad.
I'm not going to give her a rating, but I mean, if you want some advice, Woman on Kevin's show, the best advice comes from Christelyn Karazin, and that is
your sexuality is
because nothing can come bad from that, right? Kevin's advice was trash. You should listen to Christelyn Karazin.
She should go to Karazin and be like, "Why didn't your advice work?"
Exactly. I've exploited myself. I exploited my sexuality. Now I just got a now I just got a kid and dogs, and they're not staying around.
But that's what they're doing already. They're already exploiting her sexuality.
I know that's what I'm saying. It's bad advice. They get advice like this.
Terrible.
Yeah. All right. Well, that being said, I'd like to thank my guests. I'd like to thank the managers and moderators. I'd like to thank the people who sent cash apps and super chats. Sorry, if you sent the cash app, I will call you out on the next one because my phone is charging. And I would like to thank those who are listening silently and those who participate in the chat. Make sure you hit that like button on your way out. Report to me if you did not get a notification. And this is Game Changer 00100. Game over. Peace.
Bye.
Bye.
Peace.